Full-stack development is the practice of building a complete digital application. That means working on both the parts a person sees and interacts with, and the parts that operate behind the scenes. A full-stack developer possesses a broad set of skills. They connect the user-facing side of an application with its server-side logic and data storage. The goal is an application that functions correctly and efficiently. This multifaceted role is crucial in today's digital landscape. Understanding this concept is the first step toward building modern websites and apps. Imagine a modern website as a well-designed house. Front end, everything you can see and touch. Back end, hidden infrastructure that makes it livable. Both visible and hidden components must work together in harmony. The front end is the part a user sees and interacts with. It includes text, buttons, images, and brand colors. It governs layout and animations. All front-end code runs in your browser, Chrome, Firefox, or Safari. People use the front end to read content, fill forms, and navigate. It is the presentation layer of the web. The primary tools are HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. HTML defines structure, CSS styles, and arranges content. JavaScript adds interactivity. Example, you type into an HTML input and click Submit. JS prepares the data. All of this happens in your browser. Modern front-end uses frameworks like React, Vue, and Angular to manage state and speed development. They help UIs auto-update when data changes and stay responsive. Front-end equals what users see. The back-end, or server side, is what users do not see. It stores data, runs business logic, and talks to other systems. Sensitive operations like payments and accounts live here. It acts as the brain, receiving requests and sending responses. Performance and reliability are critical. It starts with a server, always on and connected. On it runs code in Node.js, Python, Ruby, Java, or PHP. Application code handles different requests. Databases like MySQL, PostgreSQL, or MongoDB store and retrieve data. Together, they form a robust foundation. Database equals where data lives. Front end sends your name to the back end. Back end validates, saves to the database, and crafts a success response. Front end shows a confirmation to the user. Front end and back end communicate by sending requests and receiving responses through an API. The front end hits specific endpoints using HTTP methods like GET, POST, PUT, and DELETE. For example, /API/users retrieves a list of users. This standardization ensures predictable communication. Data is typically JSON, key-value pairs that are easy to parse. Backend queries the database, formats results as JSON, and includes it in the response. Front-end parses JSON and renders UI components. User opens the app. Front-end loads. Front-end requests /API/items. Backend fetches items and returns a JSON array. Front-end generates HTML to display the list. Request leads to response. A full-stack developer works on both front-end and back-end. They understand the entire system, from UI to database. Not expert in everything, but capable across all parts. They build user-facing features using HTML, CSS, and frameworks like React. Then write API endpoints in Node.js or Python. Design database schemas, the blueprint for data. Deploy to the cloud and keep it running smoothly. They can trace bugs across front-end rendering, API data transformations, and database queries. They bridge communication between specialists. Great for startups. Take an idea to a working product quickly. One person can iterate across the stack. Broad skills make them adaptable as tech changes. A to-do app shows tasks, lets you add, complete, and delete. You type "buy milk" and click Add. JavaScript captures the text and creates a post request with JSON. The front end waits for a response. Back end receives the request and extracts the text. It validates and inserts a new record with status incomplete, then responds with the created task and a unique ID. Front end adds it to the list without reloading. Delete sends a delete request with the task ID. Back end deletes and confirms success. The UI removes the item. This cycle of requests and responses powers the app. Becoming full stack is a series of small steps. Here's the path at a glance. Start with HTML, headings, paragraphs, lists. Then CSS, colors, fonts, layouts. Learn the box model and flexbox. Learn basic JavaScript to add interactivity. Practice with small projects, portfolio, tribute page. Then learn a framework like React to manage stateful UIs. Pick one backend, Node.js, or Python with Django or Flask. First goal, respond to HTTP requests. Connect to a database like SQLite or PostgreSQL. Build CRUD APIs and connect your React frontend. Finally, deploy Netlify Vercel for frontend, Heroku for backend. We explored frontend, the visible stage with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and the backend, the unseen engine for data, logic, and security. APIs bridge them through structured requests and responses. Full-stack developers architect the whole journey, from first click to database. It's a marathon. Learn step by step. Don't skip fundamentals. Build small projects, test, use Git, and learn by doing. Keep calm, stay curious, and build, one line at a time.